I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried saying that I wasn't right.
The time has finally come. Hiya Toys has officially revealed tonight the brand new The Apex Predator King Ghidorah 2019 upgraded version. Now let's get onto the information first. It is set to release on 2025 Q4. That means by the end of this year, or probably most likely next year. The price point is looking to be 110 plus shipping depending where you purchase this figure. Now the interesting part about this figure is it's using translucent material on the necks and the wings to recreate unique effects. If you probably cannot tell by the photos, their main focus is definitely the motion of the range on the neck sections. If you look at the necks, it is said in the description that this King Ghidorah 2019 is meant to feature upgraded necks and effects. It is basically the OG King Ghidorah with better improvements. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but the paint job looks a little bit different comparing it to the original. It's more vibrant, but still keeping that realistic touch. And I think I like this one just a little bit better. The heads seem to have a better paint job, but again, it's hard to tell based on the pictures. I really do hope that the eyes and just the overall paint job and the quality on the mouth is a lot better, because my specific figure, if you remember, had multiple problems. The eyes were extremely goofy, the paint job was off, the head sculpture was very sloppy. But it's hard to tell if those are actually going to be fixed or not until we have the final product in hand to actually do a comparison. I can only imagine and hope that those issues also get resolved with this upgraded version, because they can definitely deliver the ultimate version with this set. Now, I quickly grabbed my version and I tried to recreate those poses, and it's impossible. With the original figure, you can get the same pose, but then eventually it goes back to your standard position, which is very limited. It's like you have the articulation, but it appears to go back to its original pose. With this brand new King Ghidorah, if you look at the images, the way the figure is being posed, you can definitely see that it's holding the pose that the person is applying to this figure. For instance, it can now look down perfectly fine without any problems. It can look to the sides, up and down, and it looks incredible. It looks very awesome. Now, if it was up to me, I honestly would have loved to seen the sections being cut differently so the articulation is 2 times better. Regardless, it does seem like the problem has been fixed for now. We just have to wait and see if it is ultimately going to resolve those issues or if it's going to be limited some way, because I still believe that the cuts for the necks are way too long. If they were to be smaller or cut into multiple pieces, I think the articulation would look more natural overall, but that's just a little complaint. Now, another thing with the paint job, if you look at the necks, because of the translucent material with the light hitting the necks, it could appear like your figure is getting ready to do the gravity attacks or the lightning attack for King Ghidorah. Now this could be a scene where you see just Ghidorah charging up the gravity attack, and that is perfect because it does include the 3 effects and the stance like any other King Ghidorah would. And I think the effect on the wings is going to give it that realistic, tone where you can see right through the veins, and that looks very beautiful. With my final thoughts on this figure, I think this is perfect for anybody who didn't pick up the original or the special variants. This is going to be the ultimate version that you want to definitely purchase, because it has the 3 effects, it has the upgraded paint job, the upgraded necks. This is honestly the ultimate version that you want to get, and hopefully all of those issues that I mentioned do get resolved. What can I tell you? I'm extremely happy with this announcement, with this release, because ever since the original and a few months back, I've been asking for an upgraded version of Ghidorah. And at the time, a lot of people were telling me, you're just hating, the figure is already perfect, there's no problems, you're just seeing things that aren't there, and I clearly pointed those issues with my review. One of the main issues that I had with my specific figure, the mouth section with the gums kept falling off, and it had an overbite on all the mouth pieces. It was just very awkward. The articulation was simply not great, and the details on the head sculptures were very sloppy. All those details got extremely lost, and I think they can definitely do much better with the paint job and the way everything is overall applied. But regardless, again, just looking at the images, it's hard to tell until they release super high quality images to really get into the smallest details and look at the horns, look at the eyes, the nose, the mouth section, and all of that. I know it might be extremely picky, but you know, when Ghidorah has such small heads and it is one of the main features, you want to make sure that all those features and details are being captured with every single head sculpture. And remember, each head is supposed to have its own personality. Now, I think this might be reaching out too much, but I have an idea. What if we still get another version of Ghidorah? Now, this version of Ghidorah would be the final battle version, where we see Ghidorah with the wings completely burned out and the faces burnt, and then we have a replacement neck where we can replace the necks with skeletons or their skin just falling off. Wouldn't that be fantastic? I mean, they've done it with Burning Godzilla, and they've done so many versions of the Supercharge. Why not deliver a final version? I think that would be the ultimate, one of the second ultimate versions that a lot of fans would definitely be happy. Why? Because it hasn't been done before, and it has a great opportunity to deliver unique accessories. And if you have all three versions or any of the Godzillas, you can mix and match with so many of them, and I think it would be a perfect opportunity and accessories for everyone else to have, for those who do have every single version, or if this is in general your first ever, you know, figure to pick up. I think having those extra necks or maybe switchable wings, I mean, if you're going to deliver the final version, you might as well go all out. And Hiya Toys is known for not being shy when it comes to those things, so that's just an idea, something that I definitely love to see. And I definitely have to pick this up. You guys know that I'm such a hardcore Ghidorah fan, and you can probably tell by my collection. I have so many statues. I have my own accessory pack and other stuff that I've done for this figure with other, you know, accessories. Now, to make this very interesting and actually prove that this is very different from the original, I'm going to try and recreate the promo images with the neck articulation, and you guys are going to see the comparison and see if it's actually worth it or not to get this figure. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the videos and listening to my thoughts. Let me know what you think about this figure, and are you absolutely picking this figure up or are you skipping? Remember, Shimo is releasing this month by the end, so very exciting for that. This is definitely going to be on my channel for review, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, so I forgot to mention something. This might not be a big deal to some people, but the heads are not placed in the correct necks. So if you watch the movie, as I previously said, each independent head is supposed to have their personality. Well, if you look at the promo images, the heads are totally in the incorrect neck section. So I'm not sure if that's intentional or they don't care. That's just a little detail in case you do care.